Welcome to this new moon yoga flow. My name is Ashley Seymour. We're going to get started in an easy seat position, Sukhasana. So you can do this flow. I'm going to offer variations for all levels. So just do your best with it and just smile at yourself if something is out of range today. But really it's about the meaning of the practice and diving into the depths of our being. And so focus on the inner work that we'll be doing through this practice. So as you sit here, just placing your hands wherever feels most comfortable. I have them in my lap, and sit on a blanket or a pillow or blocks to raise your hips if that's more comfortable to you. And let's just take a deep inhale in through the nose. Feel it pouring through the body. As it sweeps through you, it cleanses and clears. Take an exhale. Allow the breath to sway out of the body, letting go of any debris, any thoughts that you carried with you through the day. I'm going to start to add some movement into the neck, drawing the right ear closer to the right shoulder, opening up the whole right side of the neck, and then, left side. Exhale through the center. Inhale, rocking your head towards the left, opening up the right side. And so just continue this movement, holding in a place that feels good, and just seeing how your neck is in this moment. And just developing a deeper sway of your breath, allowing the spine to be long as the body softens. So as we work on this new moon practice today, the new moon symbolizes the end of one cycle and the beginning of another. So this new moon for March is not only a new moon, but it's also the beginning of a new astrological year, beginning on March 20th, which is the spring equinox. So you're going to lower the right hand down. Inhale, sweep the left arm up, open the left side of the waist. Exhale, switch, left hand down. Open up the right side, inhale. Exhale through center. Inhale as you switch. Open up the side. Exhale, center. Inhaling, switch. Open up the right side. Good. Inhale. Roll on up. Coming to center. And then you're going to extend the legs out to the side. Adjust as needed, flexing the feet. Good. And so not taking it too far, just going what feels most comfortable to you. So placing the right hand behind you, left hand goes in front. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhaling to twist. You're going to place the left hand to the outside of the right thigh, and then you're going to inhale, reach the the right arm up overhead, reach it over towards the toes as you open up the whole right side of the waist. Now the hand is on the thigh to help pull the left shoulder forward. Inhale, lift, switch. You're going to lower the right hand down in front of the right leg, maybe the elbow lowers. Inhale, reach the left arm up overhead, reaching over towards the right toes, and maybe the fingertips eventually touch, holding here, opening the heart space up as much as possible. Inhaling, coming back to center. Let's switch, placing the left hand behind you. Right hand comes in front. Inhaling to lengthen the spine. Exhaling as you twist deeper. It's a gentle twist in the spine to begin the practice. Place the right hand to the outside of that left thigh, and then inhale, the left arm sweeps up, over to the right toes. Notice how one side might feel compared to the other. Again, that right hand really tractioned onto the thigh so you can draw the right shoulder forward, left shoulder draws back as if the heart could shine to the sky. Inhale, lift. Left hand's going to go down in front of the left leg. Maybe the elbow lowers as well. And then your right hand's going to reach over to the left toes. Peeling the heart open. So we're going to fold down to the center. You can either place the hands behind you or hands in front and release down. So reflecting on where you were last March and everything that happened in that year. So an astrological year, meaning we end the year in Pisces, which is the zodiac sign for this month. And the beginning of the year starts with Aries, which goes from end of March to April. So that's the astrological year. Ours is a little bit different. So just reflecting on everything that happened from the beginning, middle to end, and watching your journey. How did that unfold this year? And just watching, noticing what arises. Coming in, drawing the right knee in towards the chest, scooting the right heel in towards the butt. You can take the left hand onto the right ankle and sweep the right hand up. Maybe you can hold on to that left foot. It's okay if this doesn't work. Okay, so either place the hands down behind you or in front of the heart space. Lifting the butt off the ground. You're going to draw the right shoulder to the inside of that right knee. This is a really low squat. If you need to, lift that right heel off. And if you want to take it into a bind, if you've been practicing this, you can draw the right arm in front of the right shin, left arm behind torso. The hands hold on to each other behind. So either use your hands or keep the hands to the heart, and you're going to come back to center, folding down. Bowing down, surrendering to all that happened this year. Right hand plants, inhale, reach the left arm up. You can hold here. Place a block underneath the right hand if you want, or books, whatever you have. If you want to come into a half bind, take your left arm around the torso. And if you'd like to go a little bit deeper, take the right hand over to that left ankle and twist. Keep the spine long so that it's parallel with the ground, as if the crown of the head is shooting straight out of the hips, forward. Release out of it. Other side, you're going to pivot that left heel in, bend the hips, take a deep seat. So the hips might not go as low as mine, and that's okay. Just kind of feel it out. Draw the left shoulder to the inside of the left knee. Reach the left arm down, right arm up. Open the heart. Come into that bind if it's available. So watching your journey, just as you watch each day. Watching the experience of the practice. And we're going to take a seat on down. And right hand comes to the outside of that left ankle. And then you're going to reach the left arm up. Maybe you can hold on to the right toes again. You don't want to really press that left knee away from you. Deep inhales and exhales as it sweeps through your body. Let's come back to the center. Lift the hips. Use hands again if needed. And if that's a lot for your knees and hips, just come into this wide-legged forward fold, whichever way suits you best. Left hand down, reach the right arm up. Either hold or come into that half bind. Now you'll notice that my hips are shifted a little bit more to the right. I'm getting a deep stretch in the inner left hip. So you can do that if that feels good. Left hand to the outside of the right ankle if you want to twist a little bit deeper. And on your next exhale, release down. Let's scoot the feet in. Now that we got really deep in the hips, let's take a seat down from Malasana. Hands come to heart space. Maybe you can draw the elbows to the inside of the knees, press the knees away, and just sink. So we don't always get to choose what comes into the year, this past year of our journey, but we can choose how we perceive it. So to see everything as a blessing or an opportunity for growth, instead of seeing what happened this year and thinking we are a victim or unlucky, but really reflecting and seeing it all as really just an opportunity for growth, a lesson, and just thanking all that unfolded. You're going to take an exhale, hinge through the hips and fold down. And so as we flow through this practice, as things arise, let it come and let it go. Forgiving, accepting, and releasing, allowing the healing of this new moon to rush through you so that you can just wash everything away and that we can move along our path. So do what feels good in your forward fold, just making sure the hips are stacked right on top of the ankles. Knees can be bent. I'm placing my hands underneath the pads of my feet to get a little bit deeper, but you can just hang or hold behind the calves or whatever puts you in a position to breathe your deepest. And then inhale, you're going to roll on coming tall, sweeping the arms up towards the sky. And then begin to arch back, if that feels good for your back. Then exhale, draw the hands to the heart space, hold in peace. Inhale, hands down to Tadasana, mountain pose. So the palms are facing out, feel broad in the shoulders. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, hinge through the hips, fold down. Inhale, lifting halfway. You can place hands on the shins if you'd like. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, lift up the torso up slightly so you can step the right foot back and just hold here. Adjust your hips, just level. We got really deep into them. And then we're going to lower the back knee down. Use a blanket underneath that right knee if you need. Inhale to reach the arms up. Now you're tracting the feet towards each other. Arch back if you want to, but make sure you're lifting up, engaging the core to arch back. Exhale, hands go down to the ground. Curl the right toes under, lifting the back knee off to lift the hips. Inhale to plank. Exhale, either lower the knees or chaturanga if that's in your practice, all the way down to the ground. Coming to the tops of the feet, minimal pressure into the palms, using your back muscles. Inhale, lift up, Bhujangasana Cobra. Exhale, the heart melts down. Curl the toes under. Inhale to all fours, tabletop. Then exhale back to our downward facing dog. Settle. Make sure all the fingertips are pressing deep into the mat. Heels pressing down. Inhale, let's lift the right leg up to the sky. And exhale as you step the right foot forward between the hands, however you get it up there. Keep the left hand planted on the ground or to a block if you have it. And inhale, reach the right arm up towards the sky. Magnetize the right thigh into the waist. Make sure that left quadricep is really activated. You can either stay where you're at or inhale, lift like I did with the right arm behind, left arm in front. It's a lot of balance. Make sure the feet are hips distance. Inhale, right arm lowers and sweep it up. Exhale, back into the twist. Right arm behind, left hand forward. Try to follow the right hand with your gaze. Inhale, draw it down and up, open to this moment. Exhale, settle. Inhale, reach the right arm back up. Exhale, hands come to heart space. You're going to float forward. Try to stay on the right foot, just drawing the left knee in as you lift. Knee comes into the chest. And extend the arms up towards the sky. Good. Extending the left leg straight out. You can either stay or come into that figure four, or plant the left foot down. If you need a break, come into Utkatasana chair pose where you're bending the knees. But if you're in this figure four position, standing pigeon, So the left ankle is on top of the right knee and you're reaching the arms out. If you want to lower the hands to the ground, you can. And then we're going to straighten our legs. Either you can stay in that figure 4 or lower the left foot down. Whatever feels best for the body. So we're working deep into the hips in this practice, dislodging any debris from the ear, any tightness, unraveling it. Exhale, fold. Bending the knees. Inhale, press through the feet to roll up. Feel the resistance as you sweep the arms to the sky, resisting against gravity. And then exhale, settle into it. Settle into that sweet pull of aligning yourself to the earth. Hands come down. Feel the buzzing, life force moving through you. Inhale, let's go deeper. Sweep the arms up. Exhale. Hinge the hips, fold down. You can keep the hands together like I did, or swan dive, arms out to the side. Inhaling to halfway, and on an out breath, you fold back forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, you're going to step the left foot back. And hold here, and just in this low lunge. Now lower the back knee down, uncurl the toes. Inhale, rise the arms up, slowly. Hips pressing down, but engage the core to lengthen up. Maybe you find an arch in the spine here, but make sure you're lifting up and out as you arch back. Open the throat and the heart. Exhale, hands down. Lift the back knee off so that you can inhale, step back, plank pose. Exhale, same thing, either lower the knees or chaturanga all the way down to the ground. Tops of the feet. Traction the hands towards the feet as you inhale, rise the heart up. Doesn't have to lift high. Exhale, fold. Don't force it. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale to downward dog. Settle. Inhale, left leg shines up. Make sure the hips are still level. You're magnetizing that left pinky toe to the ground. And then as you exhale, step the left foot forward between the hands. Right hand stays to the ground. Lift the left arm up. And you want to draw the right shoulder blade down the back as if it could clip onto that right outer hip. Reach the left arm up. Stack the wrists right on top of each other. Gaze up. And you can either stay here or find your steadiness and lift up. Left arm behind, right hand forward. Inhale, just flow with it. Sweep the arms up, gaze forward. Exhale, deep into the twist. Pry the arms open. Inhale, become soft. Sweep the arms up. Exhale, twist the torso. Arms extend out. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, left arm behind. Right arm forward. Inhale, sweep both arms up. Exhale, hands to heart space. Float forward, almost as if you were moving to warrior 3. But then you're going to rise up. Draw the right knee into the chest. Squeeze it in, and then extend the arms straight up. Good. And then extend the right leg out. Putting the right quadricep super activated. Now you can either come into figure 4 with the right ankle on top of that left knee, or plant the right foot down and sit just like we are with both your feet in Uttanasana. If you're in the figure 4, standing pigeon, sit deep, getting into the outer right hip, bowing down. Extend the arms out if you want, drawing the chest closer to that right shin. And releasing the hands down to the ground, if you'd like. And then straighten the legs out. If you're in Uttanasana, straighten the legs out, fold forward, Uttanasana. If you're in that figure 4, maybe stay as you fold forward. And then release the right foot down. Just sink in all of that. Where is your breath? Find it. Inhale and rise up, root through the feet to lift up, sweeping the arms to the sky. And then exhale to bring the hands back to the heart. Inhale as you draw the arms down, straightening them out, palms facing out. Stand in all that you've dug up. With your breath, allow it to wash out. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, folding down. So each movement is a rinse, a rinsing through. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, let's step the right foot back, coming to a low lunge, just like we were, lowering the back knee down. Inhale to rise up, sweep the arms up towards the sky. So we're going to go a little bit deeper into the body, into the moment in our breath. Begin to arch back, if that feels good to you. Feel a little bit more warmed up. And then exhale, release the hands down. Curl the back toes under. As you exhale, scoot the hips back, straightening out that left leg. So Ardha Hanumanasana, half split pose. You can stay here, place a blanket underneath your knee if you need, or start to scoot that left leg forward. If you're moving into the full expression of Hanumanasana, try to keep the back toes curled under, stay lifted, and sweep the arms up. So hold here. Don't try to fight out of the pose, but be, even in those uncomfortable moments, even in that tightness, find your breath, find your bliss, find your peace. Maybe you want to arch back here and either stay lifted or go ahead, fold forward. If you're in the Ardha Hanumanasana, continue to fold forward, staying there. And if you're in the full expression and you're folding forward, you can uncurl the toes and come to the top of that back foot. And just really settle, just breathe into the sensations. And we're taking it all as a lesson, as a journey for your own growth. How do you react in each moment? It's a representation of how we react off the mat. Let's lift up. So scooting that back foot. You take the back knee off and you bend the knee so you can step the back foot in. So both legs are straight now. Place blocks underneath your hand if you need. The hips are level, so that means draw the left hip back, right hip comes forward. Okay, so if you want to get deeper into this pose, you're going to bend the back knee, interlace behind that right thigh, and then try to straighten the back leg out. So getting really deep as you fold here. Don't force it. Takes a little bit extra balance here too. But wherever you're at, just breathe. Let's scoot the right foot back down again, and then step the left foot back. So you come into a plank, and this time you can either move chaturanga to upward facing or lower all the way down to the ground to bhujangasana like we did before. And then exhale, we all meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, rise the right leg up. Either stay or exhale, roll forward to the right knee towards the right armpit. Inhale, sweep the leg back up, three-legged. Remember, hips are still level. Exhale, roll forward, maybe draw the knee to the nose. Inhale, lift up, three-legged. Exhale, forward, right knee towards the left elbow. Inhale, sweep up, three-legged. Exhaling, step the right foot forward between the hands, left hand plants. Inhale, reach the right arm up towards the sky. We've been here before. So you can either stay here or you can take it into a side plank pose. So coming onto the pinky toe sides of the feet, scooting that left leg behind and on top of, the right foot behind, planting on top of the left foot. Draw the right shoulder blade down the back. Stack the left shoulder on top of the right. Draw the right knee into the chest, step back forward really slowly. Everybody's going to draw the hands to the front of the mat. And inhale, lift the left leg up for warrior 3. It's going to move to half moon pose here. So you're going to stack the left hip on top of the right. The right hand, you want to place it about 6 inches away from the right foot. Make sure the thumb is in line with the big toe of that right foot. And then reach the left arm up. Stack left shoulder on top of right. Lengthen the whole left side of the waist, flexing that back foot. bend the right knee and step it back into your warrior 2. Good. Relax the shoulders. Stack right knee on top of right ankle. Bone stacking to protect your body. Inhale, lightly, barely putting any pressure on that back leg. Inhale, sweep back, reverse warrior, opening up the right side. And exhale, cartwheel the arms back down to the ground. Slow. Pivot onto the ball of that back foot. Inhale, sweep the right leg back, 3-legged. This time the hip opens. Now you exhale, come forward to pigeon pose. Lower the right knee down towards the right thumb. Adjust as needed, depending on the flexibility of your hip. If you're extra flexible, you scoot that right foot forward so that the shin is parallel with the top of the mat. If not, keep the heel tucked in towards the groin and place any blankets or pillows or bolsters underneath that right hip so that your knee is not being hurt at all in this pose. If you can, surrender forward. So really just giving into yourself here. Instead of allowing the mind to chase its negative thoughts, counteracting any of those negative thoughts and replacing them with the goodness, seeing it all in a different light. And you just have to train the mind in a way to do that. If you'd like, you can lift up, and you don't have to at all. If you want a little extra quadricep stretch, you can reach behind and hold on to that left foot. If you want to come into the full expression, you'll reach the arms up and behind, and maybe you can hold on to that back foot. Ekapada Kapotasana, King Pigeon Pose. Really just peeling the heart open. And if you want to try to do this pose, you can keep that leg straight behind you and just lift the heart up. Still getting that back bend. Exhale, let's come out of it. Hands plant and step the right foot back. Hold. You can either just go to downward facing dog or take it through vinyasa, either through chaturanga dandasana to upward facing or to bhujangasana, cobra. We meet in downward facing dog. Exhale, bend the knees, gaze forward, either walk or hop to the front of the mat, inhaling halfway, exhaling fold. Roots the feet, inhale, roll up, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Palms come together. Exhale as you draw the energy into the heart space. Inhale, hold. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Hold. Standing tall like a mountain, strong, stable. Feel the intense flow. Beautiful energy, healing energy moving through the body. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold down. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, relax back down. Inhaling. You're going to step the left foot back this time. Lower back knee down. Sweep the arms up towards the sky. Relax shoulders, hips pressing down. Stretch the left hip flexor. And maybe there's space to arch the spine. Again, you're lifting up out of this pose. Press through the feet to lift up. Exhale, hands melt down. Shift the hips back as you curl the left toes under. Fold down over the right leg. So if you're in the Ardha Hanumanasana pose, the hips are stacked over that left knee. Place a blanket underneath if you need. Staying here. And then begin to scoot the right leg forward if you want to move into the full expression of the pose. Curling. Keep the left toes curled under. Now you're magnetizing the feet towards each other. Reach the arms up. And begin to arch back. So feel like you're lifting up and arching back. Good. And if you'd like to fold forward, then just surrender the heart down. Wherever you're at, deep inhalations, feel it cleanse and clear through the body. As you exhale, surrender into the space. Allow all of the piece of yourself to just melt into the practice. Let the practice guide you. Let your mind just pause. Come into that stillness. Explore. Inhaling, rise up. the right foot back. If you're already there, then just plant the right foot down. Bend the left knee so you have a little hop to step that left foot in a little bit. So the right foot is forward, the left foot is behind. Feet should be about 3 or 3.5 feet apart. Hold here, or make sure those hips are level. So you really want to draw that right hip back, left hip forward. Interlace behind that left calf if you want. You might have to bend it to get there. Really steep. Hands back down. Bending the right knee to step the left foot back so that we can lengthen into plank pose, stepping the right foot back. Exhale, either chaturanga or to the ground. Inhale to upward facing or bhujangasana. If you're on the ground, you go to bhujangasana. And we all meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, roll forward, left knee, left armpit. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, roll forward, left knee to nose, squeeze it in. Inhale, roll forward. So you want to try to roll into plank, which means shoulders stacked over the wrist. Roll forward, knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, so we're going to step it forward here. Right hand stays to the ground and reach the left arm straight up towards the sky. Draw the right shoulder blade down the back. That's your support system for when we move into side plank pose. So again, you can either stay here or pivot onto the pinky toe side of that right foot and step the left foot on top behind. Breathing here. Letting the whole right side waist activated. Feeling your breath smooth and deep. Left knee into the chest, step it forward. Let's all meet with the fingertips to the top of the mat. Bend the back knee to propel yourself forward. Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. Right heel is flexed. Make sure it's in line with the hip. Have a slight micro bend in that left knee. Let's move into half moon here. So we're going to peel ourselves open. Stack the right hip on top of the left. Left fingertips are about 6 inches away from the left foot. And you're going to reach the right arm up towards the sky. Use a block, or if you don't have a block, a book underneath the left hand, holding onto the tall side of it to help support you. Flexing that right foot. Slowly bend the left knee and step it back into your warrior 2 pose. Relaxing the shoulders. Inhale, sweeping back to reverse. And exhale, cartwheel the arms down to the ground. And you're going to step it back to downward facing dog. Inhale, reaching the left leg up. Exhale, roll forward to pigeon pose. Inhale to lift the heart space. Exhale, fold down. Again, adjust as necessary. If you're new to this pose, keep the heel tucked in towards the groin, that left heel. Place a pillow, place a blanket, whatever height you need underneath that left hip. And you don't have to fold forward, stay lifted. You just really want to make sure you're not tweaking the knee. You first need the rotation and the flexibility in the hip in order to get deep in this pose, or else your knee will compromise. So be really careful here. But once you're in a place you can surrender, where your body feels safe, you can hold there. If you want to go a little bit deeper, draw the right arm behind you, bend the right knee, hold onto the big toe side of that back foot. So draw the heel in towards the butt, keep the hips level, meaning draw the right hip forward. You can start to draw the heel deeply in. If you want to go into the full expression, reach the arms up and behind, holding on to that back foot, and begin to open up the throat, the heart. Maybe you can start to draw the head towards the foot. Wherever you're at, let's release out of it, planting the hands to the ground, curling the back toes under, and inhale, step it back to a plank. Exhale, you can move through a flow, or you can just go straight to your downward facing dog. Alright, let's just bend the knees here, lower the knees down to the ground, uncurl the toes, sink the hips back, and relax. into child's pose. My hands are facing upwards, but you can have the palms planted down. That's going to help sink the hips back towards the heels more. And just rolling my head side to side, but just do it really feels good. Kind of just simmering in the whole practice. Whatever arose for you. So let's inhale, lift up through tabletop. And we're going to move through a few cat and cows. So exhale. And inhaling, as you move into cow, the shoulders roll back, hips lift up. And as you exhale, you press into the earth in the cat pose, whole spine elongates. So inhaling to cow, exhale, the spine ripples up, chin comes into chest, press through the hands. Inhale, sit back, scoot the feet to the side so that you can sit onto the butt. Come into Paschimottanasana, intense west stretch, legs straight out. Flexing the feet, inhale, sweep the arms up, exhale, fold down, and relax. So really just closing the cycle of this year. And as we come to the end of this cycle, we can move into a sense of completion and wholeness. Being okay with everything that happened since last March, since the astrological beginning of last year, and now the end of it coming this year. And so just feeling whole, being okay with what happened, remembering it's all part of this process of learning, our journey. It's completely necessary to move deeper in our path. Inhaling to rise up. And then we're gonna roll all the way onto our backs, coming to happy baby pose. So I'm holding on to the insides of my heels, but depending on the flexibility, you might want to hold on to the inside of your thighs. Make sure the ankles are stacked over the knees, and you're drawing the knees towards the armpits. Release out of it. We're going to do one more spinal twist before Savasana. Scoot the hips 2 inches to the right, draw the right knee into the chest. Left leg goes straight. Draw the right knee to the left side of the body, and then you're going to reach the right arm out to the side. Draw, so keep the left hand on that right knee. You're going to draw your gaze to the right fingertips. Try to get that right knee down to the ground. It's okay if the right shoulder lifts off. As you exhale, you melt that right shoulder to the earth. It's like you're wringing out a wet cloth. And that wet cloth is your spine, wringing it all out. Whatever juices were brought up in this practice. Scoot the 2 inches to the left, and right leg goes straight, to the left knee in. Interlace around that left knee and just squeeze. Left knee is going to go over to the right side, and you're going to reach the left arm out to the left. Draw the gaze to the left fingertips, and just hold here. And come back to the center. Straighten out, and we're going to get ready for Savasana. Final relaxation. So legs are a little bit wider than hips distance, and arms are a little bit wider than shoulder distance. And you just hold here. If you have lower back pain at all, you can place either a blanket underneath the knees, or blocks, or pillows, whatever helps to bend the knees so your lower back surrenders a little bit more to the ground. Take a sweeping inhale into the nose. Feel it pouring through your body, feeling that buzzing life, sending love and healing throughout. And as you exhale, feel all the peace of yourself surrender a little bit deeper into the bed of Mother Earth. And so, any wounds or sores that you have been nursing throughout this year, just allowing the energy of this new moon to help you think about them in a new light, bringing a sense of forgiveness and acceptance to all that has transpired for you, and just closing out on it and It's okay if it still arises and there's still things to deal with, but recognizing that you're ready to move forward. Let it be. So coming to that wholeness, that completion, and just being really okay with where you're at, who you are. And as we move deeper in this path of yoga, of this inner journey, we begin to learn more about our truths, more about what makes us shine. So just allow the eyelids to become really heavy, relax the head, arms spilling out, legs spilling out. Feel the wave of your breath rise the torso up and down. With each exhale, just feeling the whole body, physical self, melting down to Mother Earth as if it's spreading out, a puddle of liquid absorbing into the soil. Let it go. With each inhale, allow the lightness, the spirit of your body rise up and dance with the stars, awakening your truth, your peace within. To wiggle the fingertips and the toes, waking the body up and drawing the knees in. If you want to stay longer in Savasana, by all means stay if you have time. If you're ready to get up with me, and you're gonna, with the knees drawn in, you're gonna roll over to the right side. Using the right arm as a pillow, place the left hand on the ground in front of you. Then keeping the eyes closed, you're gonna lift yourself back up. Just to the exact place you were in the beginning of the practice. Sukhasana, easy seat position. Placing your hands wherever feels most comfortable to you. Shoulders relaxed. Find your breath. Explore the openness within you. And so as you empty out the whole year, let it be what it was, and find yourself fully in this moment. You now have room to plant your new seeds and take another step into this unfolding and beautiful journey. So just asking yourself, what are those seeds that you want to plant? Thank you so much for practicing with me. The light within me honors and recognizes the light within you. And when we are in this place together, we are one. Namaste. Hope you find your light. Hope you take that step to your journey with excitement, curiosity, and joy. Much love to you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the new moon. Thank you.